Hello, my colleagues, catalogers. You are big welcome to this training on SINOPIA, a link data editor for catalogers. My name is Wada Ibrahim. You can call me Ibrahim, you can call me Wada. I'm going to be taking you along on this training. This training will be divided into sections. And I will be uploading the training weekly. That's every week I'll upload at least one section of the training, and it's going to be all about the SINOPIA. So this is going to be a follow-up of the training we held between 27 to 29th October 2021 at Enugu. Let us begin by trying to know what is SINOPIA actually. Generally, SINOPIA is an application. It is a linked data editor for metadata creation and reuse. It is developed by the Link Data for Production Initiative, funded by the Mellon Foundation. So, SINOPIA was created to enable catalogers to catalog in a linked data environment without having to set up and maintain tools locally. That is to say, SINOPIA is a web-based application. So if you subscribe to it, if you are going to be using it for metadata creation and reuse, you don't necessarily have to put structures such as server in your own library. All your bibliographic information will be pushed onto the SINOPIA, onto the linked data database online using SINOPIA editor. But do not misunderstand this. In your library, you need to have internet to be able to use this application called SINOPIA. You also need a laptop or a desktop or desktops for as many as you are as catalogers. So in that case, you have to install wireless access point or you install network cables if all of you are going to be using an internet service from one source within the library. But in the case where you have to have your own individual internet connectivity, subscribe by yourselves, no problem. You can be using modem. You can use modem. You can also use your handset to buy data, to have data or internet service available. So SINOPIA won't give you all these things. And you also need skills on how to use computers, you have to be competent in using internet. You have to be competent in using web browsers. So that is by the way anyway. So with the help of the SINOPIA, you will be able to explore cooperative cataloging in a linked data environment. Let me tell you something. SINOPIA is of two types. There is a stage version and there is a production version. So, two of them are web-based. So you need to decide which one to use. And to know which one to use, let me quickly compare them. For stage SINOPIA, it enables users or catalogers to test their metadata practices. So SINOPIA user test environment intended for practice. So you practice within the environment. Let me quickly load the stage Sinopia that I'm talking about. So I'm going to load my Google Chrome browser. So I'm going to type here Sinopia. So I'm going to type stage dot sinopia.io. Let me zoom it out so that you see what I'm talking about. So this one you have seen is basically for practice. So catalogers can create data while in training and not worry about the quality of the data that they are going to be creating here. So you don't need everything that you're going to be doing here. So doesn't need to be realistic. Doesn't need to be real. So I'm going to press enter now. So you can see Sinopia stage. This is one version of the Sinopia. So in this environment, once you create an account and you enter, as I'm going to be showing you much later on, all descriptions that you are going to be doing here and the templates that you are going to be creating here, you can delete them. It doesn't cost anybody anything, doesn't cost you anything, because you are going to be practicing. You are practicing here. So the program for cooperative cataloging templates that are available here, you can use them at your will. That is for stage Sinopia. Now let me click on the tab here and go to the second one, which is production version. Okay, so I type Sinopia. You can see just sinopia.io. So that is it. So I press enter for it to load. You can see basically they look alike. They almost look alike. The differences you can find here, let me click here so that you see. It's the stage you are seeing in front of or behind this Sinopia. This is the second one. See the format, the appearance look alike. They look the same. So for the production version of the Sinopia is for full production level, permanent metadata creation. Whatever data you enter in this one, in this environment, on this website that you don't see stage here, is permanent. Metadata in this repository will be saved for a minimum of 5 years after the link data for production grant ends. That is the Melon grant. So your data will be there for as long as 5 years. We don't know what they're going to be talking about after that. Maybe if the grant finishes, maybe individual libraries will have to start paying. We don't know whether they'll get another grant. We do not know. And we hope so. So as for production, as for publication of this training, I'm not going to be taking you on this version of Sinopia, the production version. So we'll go back to the practicing version. So that is what we are going to be dwelling on. So remember, as I told you, the Sinopia is purely web-based. So you don't need to install any other additional software other than your browsers like Google Chrome or Firefox. But according to them, the Sinopia group, they expect you to use Firefox browser because according to them it is tested with Firefox browser and it worked well. Other browsers might also work. There's no problem about that. So what you need to do here is you need to create account. So you have to create account in order to be able to create descriptions, in order for you to edit descriptions, in order for you to browse search and view existing descriptions. So for both production and the practices SINOPIA, you need different accounts for them. You can use the same username, you can use the same email, you can use the same password for both the practices. I can use, I'm calling it, they call it stage, but I'm calling it practice environment anyway. For both SINOPIA, you can use the same username, password, and email, no problem. They go to different places. So now, in order for you to create accounts in this environment, this is a SINOPIA stage. You come down here and request for account. You see, you click on request account. So once you click request account, you'll be brought to this environment. Let me remove my old account. So you'll be asked to supply your username, the kind of username. Username can be any name, just one single name. For example, I can say Ibrahim. That's my username. It doesn't matter. Or you can say Lagos. Any name that you think you know, for it can be the name of your village, so you don't need to worry about that. But for email, yes, you need a functioning email that you are using, email that you know people can contact you, people can reach you through it. The reason is that once you put any email here, the SINOPIA stage organization or group or committee will send you a link for confirmation of your mail. They want to know whether you are a robot or whether the email is correct, because they will have to be contacting you. Subsequent relationship between you and them will be determined by the email that you are going to be supplying here. And then you give a password that you will not forget. Password not less than 6 digits, at least for security purpose. So that is what you need to do. Now, let me remind you of something here. The SINOPIA, the moment you supply your username, your email, and your password, the SINOPIA will send you a link in your email. So you need to go to your email to confirm the link. Let me try and see so that you understand what I'm trying to talk about. So let's assume though I've been using all my mails, so I don't know if they're going to, I don't know if I have another mail. Let me think of something like okay, let's see, Wada info sign. Okay, this is not, let me put my username. My username is going to be Ibrahim. Okay, so now my email here is going to be Wada info signs at gmail.com, and I'm going to put the password that I will not forget. So I don't need to tell you my own password. Fine. You see, my password is very strong. So they tell you the password must contain at least 8 characters. So not 6 as I told you before, 8 characters. So I click on sign up. All right. So you wait depending on your, so let's read what they have said. You see, we have sent an email to www. This is my mail. So say, please check your email, follow the instructions to verify your email, and then click on the button below to continue. So I need to go to my email to be able to confirm the link they have sent to me. So follow me. I'm going to open another browser. I'll leave this browser open here, and I'm going to click on my Firefox, and I'll type my gmail.com. For those of you using handset, It's going to be the same process, the same formality, so the same step. Let me navigate to my email is being loaded, and let me click on my update. You can see Sinopia here. Sinopia admin, they sent me a message. So I'm going to click on this and look at the sentence they have, the message they have sent to me. Thank you for requesting a new Sinopia account. To confirm your request, click here. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on this. All right. Let's wait. It depends on the speed of your internet. So sometimes internet is very fast and some other times is very slow. I'm going to refresh because okay, fine. So look at the message they have given to me. Look at the message they have given to me. Your registration has been confirmed. You need to receive this message. So I'm going to navigate back to my other browser. So now I'll click on continue. So now I'm going to click on sign in. So I'm back to this environment. So here I'm going to be putting my username and my password to log in. So let me do that. My username is Ibrahim and my password only is best known to me. I'm going to click on login. Fine. I have successfully logged in, but let's look at the message they told me. Note, before you can create new resource or edit existing resource, the Sinopia administrator will need to add you to a permission group. Please contact Sinopia_admin at stanford.edu to request for permission. So you send them an email. Let me tell you something. The day before yesterday, when I created one account with them, I did not request. I just waited till the following day. After 12 hours, they actually gave me permission. So what they mean by permission is that by the time I click on link data editor, whatever you want to do, they won't allow you to do it. You see, on this action, they won't allow us to do anything. So we will wait until they give me permission to edit, create, and delete the template and my descriptions. So that is what we are going to be doing. So you remember, there are many things for you to benefit from here. So, but they won't allow us now. In order for me to continue, I'll have to use my other account so that we can now understand fully. That will be the second session of this training. So the training is going to end here now. So you expect the second version of the training coming up next week. By then, they would have accepted my request and given me permission to create, edit, delete, and view or browse descriptions or metadata that we're going to be entering. So practice what I've shown you again and again, and make sure you should, if you don't have an email, just try and create an email, and then try and create your own account, so that Before next week, where we are going to be doing another training, you can follow up. You have your own account. You'll be seeing what I'm going to be showing you. Thank you very much, and God bless you for listening. And may God continue to guide us, give us ability to relate among ourselves. And that is it.